Caring, compassionate, child-focused, concerned, and comforting. Is this how you see yourself? See what I did there? If so, the Children's Bureau is inviting willing adults to become a resource family for children in foster care while reunifying with birth families or provide legal permanency by adoption if needed. To talk about this from the Children's Bureau is Bernadette Boylan. Good morning.
Good morning, George.
This is really important because a lot of people think that it's really hard to adopt here in California, and it's not necessarily as difficult as people are made to believe, right?
Correct. And this is very different than private adoption.
Right.
All of our children that we're providing service to are coming out of the system, which means they've been detained, separated from their birth parents by the Department of Children and Family Services. So we get that call and we offer resource families to them. But you must foster first before you can adopt, because ultimately the goal is for the child to be reunified with their birth family. And if they can't, then hopefully you can offer them permanency through adoption.
And it's important that children in these situations, I mean, in a lot of cases, they are removed from the home through nothing they did. This is something that is a situation that is out of their control. So what they need are just stable environments that they can continue to function and hopefully even thrive while the process is taking its course, right?
Oh, definitely. And that was very well put. This is nothing that the children did. This is, they're being removed, separated because of abuse or neglect. Their birth parents are struggling with their own issues and they're unable to parent effectively. So when the children are detained, while they're being cared and nurtured in our resource families, the birth parents can focus on getting their lives together.
Right. And what's important too is it's not necessarily, I mean, it's individual, single or married, right?
Oh yeah, we want whoever's out there, you don't have to be married. And we do get that question a lot. Well, I'm a single person and I haven't even had children of my own yet. That's okay. There's a process involved. So the first step you would want to do is, if you want some basic information, you can go on our website or you can attend one of our info meetings.
Speaking of which, you have one coming up.
Yes, we have one this Saturday, the 24th, and it's going to take place at College of the Canyons in the Dr. Diane G. Van Hook University Center.
Room 222.
Yes, I hope I said that right. It was a
Feels
mouthful.
perfect. Yes, it is. That is you did it right. I know I do that too. And when I interview, I'm like, man, make sure I say the name right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Room 222, and that's on the Valencia campus of College of the Canyons.
Yes, at 10 o'clock, and yours truly will be running it.
Outstanding. And we had, because you were talking about, when we were off the air, talking about the event you had last year. And so this is the first time you're having it at College of the Canyons. But I seem to recall talking with parents who ended up, they started out in the foster process and actually did adopt. So you had interviews with parents and the children. And it seemed to work out really, really, really well. And we sometimes have a little bit of an unfounded stigma sometimes with foster children that they're going to be problems or they're going to have issues, and in most cases all they want is a stable environment and someone that is going to love them and take care of them, right?
Oh yeah, I mean these kids aren't any different than my children, your children, anybody's children. It's the circumstance that they're coming out of. They've had a trauma. They've had a major loss. And it's about protecting and nurturing them. You know, when people say, well, what does it take to foster? What do you mean by that? We're basically looking for people to do 5 things. Protect and nurture children. We're basically asking them to meet their developmental needs and address their delays. We're asking them to support their relationships with their birth families. We're asking them to just basically, if they can, connect them to relationships intended to last a lifetime, and to do this all as a member of a professional team with Children's Bureau.
Outstanding. And it's really important to understand that you are really doing something good for the future of our own benefit, our own society. So a little bit about Children's Bureau. Established in 1904 to protect children, began providing adoption service in the 1940s in response to the increased need of finding homes for World War II refugee children. So this is really interesting. You've been around a long time.
110 years.
Wow. That's hard to believe, 110 years. I'm thinking of 80, 90. How old am I now?
Yes.
110-year organization that does really good, working in conjunction with LA County, and fantastic. You could learn more, again, the event is coming up, an info event.
Info meeting, yes.
Info meeting this Saturday from 10 to noon, College of the Canyons, the Diane G. Van Hook University Center, room 222. For those of us old enough to remember the TV show that could be ingrained in your brain, very easy to find. On the Valencia campus of College of the Canyons, there's a phone number also, 208-4212.
Yes, that's the number to our Palmdale office. You can ask for Lucy Jones. She can give you more information. Or you can just go on our website, www.all4, and that's the number 4, kids.org.
And I'll bet we'll have this information on our website as well.
I think so.
Bernadette Boylan from the Children's Bureau, really wishing you the best of success in this. And again, if you're considering fostering children, this is a good opportunity to learn more about what is involved and what you can do to help. So thank you so much for stopping by.
My pleasure, and thanks for having me.